Wat is de intro van hoe doe jij dat altijd?
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dutch Housewives.
Live from Groningen, reporting about 10 robberies. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dutch Housewife. Your most fabulous Lesmita is here without fear. Can you imagine that? Well, he's sitting there, so it's not fully a solo video.
Hey!
Hey! So today we're gonna talk about Eurovision again, because Eurovision is still high season at this moment. We're gonna talk about some songs that did not quite fully make the cut to represent their country this year. So this year is a little bit different than previous years, as we have significantly less national finals. It's like a bittersweet feeling because I love artists coming back, of course. I love seeing the people that we chose last year returning with a banger, and to see them shine in a different song. I love that. But I do miss the drama of finding out who's gonna represent the country through national selections. So I'm very grateful to the countries that have done that this year. We want to hear a lot of new perspectives and new, fresh ideas from new artists. So of course, a quick little disclaimer to the countries or some of the countries that are in this list. It doesn't necessarily mean that I do not agree with the chosen song that are actually representing this year for that country. It just means that maybe with a different song, they can have a very fresh new take to really stand out and to really make a statement, basically, to say that, hey, we are innovative and we can think outside of the box, okay? And disclaimer number 2 is that we also have a lot of favorite songs that were not chosen this year, but this list specifically targets the songs that we feel create a new sense that we haven't seen before and could really provide something new and could really stand out. Songs that maybe deserves a little bit more attention from you, and maybe you haven't really thought about these songs as a representative for the country. Because this year, the songs are really amazing, okay? We have killer bangers, we have amazing strong ballads, and that's why I want every country to really perform well and really to think outside the box, okay? The box is there, you can always go back to the box and just experiment a little bit. So now before we go to this list, make sure, of course, to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, let's get this discussion started. So I'm gonna do this in order of the national selections, in kind of chronological order. So I'm gonna start up with Albania and end with Sweden. Let's start with the kickoff for every Eurovision, Albania with Festivali Këngës. Angela Perisseri is a really good representative for Albania, and she has a very classic feel to her song. But I would love to see something that is a little bit more risky for Albania, something that maybe they haven't really considered yet, because it wasn't even in their top 5. My suggestion for Albania is Era Rusi with Jari Im. Era Rusi with Jari Im was definitely our favorite to win Festivali Këngës and to represent Albania this year. Miss Era was really serving us some diva moment, and she had such a great stage presence that felt very genuine and felt very passionate. I also really liked the song because it's very risky and very unique. We haven't really heard this song before earlier, or ever, basically. My only point is that Era wanted to revamp this and translate it to English, which is definitely a minus point for me, because this song is so powerful in Albanian. Whenever you write a song in one specific language, do not translate it, okay? That's a PSA for everyone.
Tout l'univers was written in English, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So backtrack on that.
I'm gonna backtrack for one specific song. But in general, if it is written in one specific language, a lot can be lost in translation if you want to translate it into a different language. So for this one, I'm gonna say Era Rusi with Jari Im, but then the Albanian version, of course, could have been really great this year for Albania. So after Albania, we're gonna move to France, and we're gonna go to C'est vous qui décidez 2021. France had quite some selections this year. I must say Barbara Pravi really stood out with her song because of the quality. But despite the obvious quality difference between Barbara Pravi and the rest, I saw a lot of potential in LMK with Magique. She really brought something modern to the table, something that France really never has done before. Something very poppy, I'm gonna say something that's not typically French. She could really reinvent France and put France back to the map and really make France stand out. Whereas Barbara Pravi, of course, her song is gorgeous and it's very touching, but it is a French chanson, so not really that super unique. So maybe like our suggestion for France as an alternative, I think she really can bring it. So after France, we're gonna move to Croatia with their national selection called Dora. I must say, Dora was, I think, my favorite national selection this year. So many great songs, so many unique flavors, and so many quality songs as well. I mean, I'm talking about Oceans of Love, I'm talking about Colors, I'm talking about the winner that was actually chosen, Albania. She really brought it. I think Croatia is one of the examples that had so many good songs. You can't really choose one, basically. They chose Albania TikTok, and of course, that is really one of my favorite songs this year. But I'm gonna talk about some other selections that could have been amazing for Croatia. Number 1 is Bernarda with Be Okay with the song called Colors. This song is very, very special. It feels very personal. Not only because the singer Bernarda is actually blind and she was talking about this feeling of seeing color when she's meeting someone, and that really has something special and something very personal, something that not a lot of artists can do, like bearing their soul. This song is very special and it's still in my playlist to this day. And the next song that Croatia could have easily sent is Nina Kraljic with Rijeka. I believe that this song was also second in the overall results, and I can understand why, because this song is so beautiful and it's so unique. The vocals in this track is so beautiful. It is something that is very risky and it's not very pop centered. Nina Kraljic would definitely be a really great contender for Croatia. Now, after Croatia, we're gonna move over on the north side. We're gonna move to Estonia with Esti Laul 2021. So Estonia had quite some gems this year, and I feel like it was a very safe decision to go back to Uku Suviste. A lot of songs were overlooked because maybe on stage it wasn't as grand as it could be. Some songs really could do well with a proper revamp maybe. But let's talk about the gems that were not picked this year by Esti Laul. Number 1 for me, for Esti Laul, is Yuri Botsman with Magus Melancholia. Not so sure if that's the right pronunciation, but it's Magus Melancholia. So this song really stood out for me because it had such a unique sound. It doesn't really sound like any other song to date. And I feel like Yuri perfectly showcased his personality and his vocals to the T. Like, he knows his vocals, he knows his artistry, and he knows to translate that well on stage. This song really was overlooked. Definitely my number 1 contender. Could have easily been maybe in my top 10, but unfortunately this was not like the other songs. I also have a number 2, and this number 2 didn't even qualify to these finals of Esti Laul. I'm of course talking about Gram of Fun with Lost in a Dance. Talking about robbery, okay? Gram of Fun, I feel like had a genuine song that did not feel formulaic at all. It wasn't really a predictable song, which I really can appreciate, because amongst so many songs that do feel formulaic, I feel like it can really stand out. Gram of Fun looks like they were actually really having a lot of fun on stage. Yeah, I feel like this song really got snubbed, and with the proper tweaks and proper touch-ups, I feel like this could easily represent Estonia for Eurovision 2021. Yeah, so after Estonia, we're gonna move to Norway with MGP. I think MGP is one of those national selections that we religiously followed every week. Not gonna lie, of course, because Fair speaks Norwegian and he wants to listen to some Norwegian people. Yeah, so MGP Melody Grand Prix, for those who don't know, had really, really great songs. And I'm talking about also returning artists such as Keinu and Rayleigh from last year that really brought something fresh and new. This might be a bit of an unpopular opinion because, of course, we have some great selections, but I'm gonna talk about one artist that I feel like is very underlooked. Kaya Ruda with Feel Again. Can you believe? Yeah, let's talk about her. The first time I listened to it, and the first time we found out that she was automatically in the final, I kind of overlooked this song. I was like, okay, she can sing well, it's fine. But upon further listen, especially right now when I look back at all the songs, this song kind of stands out. And actually, her voice is quite exceptional. If this song were to be picked, Norway can make something like a moment that really focuses on the vocals of Kaya and really create a story, create like a very flowy, beautiful moment on stage. And maybe with that song, it can easily stand out a little bit more. I feel like with Tick, for instance, it might feel gimmicky. That might work in their favor, of course, but maybe this song can easily give like a different feel. And she can sing, okay? She's diva. I also want to like have one honorable mention that is officially not a selection for Norway, but Ulrika with Falling Apart really slayed the whole night. She really stood out with Falling Apart, and even with the remix of Attention, she really stole the night, okay? She really stole the grand final of Norway. If Falling Apart was a choice, and if they went for it, I think it easily would landed in my top 10. Really, yeah. Sad that we didn't see her this year. So, from Norway, we're really gonna go to some banger songs this year, okay? Some really quality songs. Because we're gonna go to Italy, Sanremo 2021. Now, I'm gonna give major props to Italy because I feel like Italy always delivers in a very authentic Italian way that really can't be copied. Like, no one can really do what they can do. Point blank. This year is no exception. I love the winner, actually. I love Måneskin, and I love their song this year. Very powerful, very demanding. It demands your attention, and it's very passionate. So, not gonna bash on that song at all, but Italy really had some gems this year. So the first song that I want to talk about is Irama with La genesi del tuo colore. Excuse my Italian.
How did you struggle more with Italian than Estonian?
I struggle, okay? That's my full-time job. Irama with La genesi del tuo colore. Such a beautiful song. A song that really takes you on a journey. And I can't really describe it. You should listen to it if you haven't done that before. It has a very similar feel to a song of Lorraine, actually. Called My Heart Is Refusing Me, that also really takes you on a journey. It creates a moment on stage and it's so beautiful. I think it's my favorite song for Italy. Sad to see this not proceed to the actual Eurovision stage, but you can still enjoy it, of course, on Spotify. So go listen to it if you haven't done that before. So the second option for Italy that I feel like is really snubbed was Madame with Voce. That song is really something special and I really feel her emotion. Beautiful song, has very melancholic feel to it. She also sings about and raps kind of about missing someone's embrace, and I really feel that. Her voice is also very unique, very powerful, and not in like a very traditional diva way with like all the runs and stuff. No, she really can sing raw emotion. I want to commend you for that, Madame. I'm really gonna pay attention to you because you're one of my favorite artists that popped into my Spotify playlist this year. So yeah, that's for Italy. Of course, there were so many great songs, but we're gonna keep it at 2 for this list. Now, we're gonna end with Sweden with Melodifestivalen 2021.
Sugar, yeah. 2021. Sugar, yeah.
Now, Sweden, I have a bone to pick with you, okay? I'm gonna be very honest, and maybe if Fer doesn't agree with me, that's fine. I'm gonna go off the record. I think Melodifestivalen was my least favorite national selection to watch. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like this year, Sweden had so many songs that we have heard before. I'm not gonna say that they're bad songs at all, definitely not. They're all quality, but it's the same quality that we've heard many times before, especially from Sweden. I think a lot of people still praise Sweden for its quality, and of course they deserve that, but I want to celebrate something more unique. I want to celebrate something that is more specific to the artist. And I feel like Sweden chooses their songs first and then picks an artist for that song. No. Especially like nowadays with so many unique artists participating you can't really have a song first and then an artist second. And for that reason, we're gonna only choose one, even though some songs are still in our playlist and we listen to it almost daily.
I don't.
Bear's spilling some tea.
Only this one.
Only this one, yeah, basically.
To be honest.
To be honest, okay? So the song that we chose for Sweden to represent instead of Tusen is Vi hör inte dig idag. How do you say that?
Hej, jeg hedder Lesmita, og jeg kommer fra Danmark. Behøver ikke det i dag.
I'm Danish, apparently. Behöver inte dig idag by Clara Klingeström. This song feels like a breath of fresh air for Sweden. It takes away all the show aspect of Eurovision and it strips it down to just the artist with a message to tell. And for Sweden, this is especially important. This song has a special meaning that I feel like can transcend any language barriers because this song is in Swedish. This song is a love letter to your Swedish language because I feel like it's a really beautiful song that really does your language proud. I think everyone can understand this, the meaning of this song. Sweden, you really missed out on this song, to be honest, because I feel like with this song, you can send a message as well to future participants of Melodifestivalen to bring something that challenges the formulaic form of Melodifestivalen. Really missed opportunity, and I feel like this is the most robbed song of all the countries this year. I actually liked all the songs that were selected by the previous countries I've mentioned, and Sweden is, I think, the number one that I actually don't like. No disrespect to Tusa, I feel like he's a great singer and he's a great performer. This song is just not it for me. It's just not it. So this is the end of our list for the top 10 snubbed songs. What do you guys think? Which songs do you guys think should earn more love that it has received? Let us know in the comments, okay? And yeah, tell us what you think about our solo videos as well. Should we do this more often? Do you miss us being together? Do you miss us having a conversation with you? Let us know. And of course, you should not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And of course, if you would like to, you can support us on Patreon, and the link is in the description below. And of course, our weekly reminder to drink a loads of water. Water, not any other kind of substances that are of liquid material. You could, of course, drink wine on the side, but also drink lots of water, okay? Because otherwise you can't get your skin glowing. And, yeah. See you on the next one. We're gonna figure out what our next video is. Bye!
Please call Stella.
Please call Stella.
No, please call Stella.
Please call Stella. Yeah. I'm working on my accent because I don't want to sound Dutch all the time, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Huh?